Yet another play the Oklahoma defense had not seen before.
That's another middle screen, this time to the remaining back. It seems like all of these plays, the screens, draws, counters, are working well for Texas.
Another first down. The Longhorns at the Oklahoma 19 fumble. And Phil Brown falls on it for Texas in the backfield. Gardere had a chance to get it. He missed it. An Oklahoma defender almost got it. And it squirts back a few yards to Phil Brown. Trey Tippins of Oklahoma right there. So it'll be second down and 13. John Makovic using a variety of offensive plays. And maybe, Bo, the big factor is they're exploiting Oklahoma's pursuit and speed on defense.
Well, that's true. And they're keeping that defense on the field.
Gerald Crawford, number 37 in the backfield for Texas. Second and 13. Gardere incomplete, intended for Jason Burleson, the tight end. Malin Wesley, the free safety, broke it up.
Great defensive play by Malin Wesley, the free safety who was on the tight end when they ran that corner route. And tight end corner routes are usually open because tight ends don't run them very well. But Burleson has the speed and mobility to run that type of cut. But it was well covered.
Wesley, yet another freshman. This time for the Sooners, but he's out of Houston, Texas. Gardere now 16 of 26 for 242 yards passing. Third and 13. Over the middle and complete. Short of the first down to Derek Duke, who was hit immediately by Drew Christman.
Both linebackers blitzed on that, Steve, so he knew he was going to have someone open. Here he comes running down, a big cushion in there, turns in, and the ball's right there for him. That was sort of a loose zone blitz. They weren't up tight on him when the two linebackers came. He had plenty of time, though. They picked it up well, and then he threw it for the completion.
Gardere has thrown to 9 different receivers today. Last week against Rice, he threw to 11 different receivers. That was a team record. And Scott Soretti is on to attempt a field goal on 4th and 2. It is good. Texas scores again, this time a 27-yard field goal, and it's their 27th point as they lead Oklahoma by 17 with 5:16 left to go in the third quarter.
Introducing the 190 horsepower Prelude VTEC. It's very quick, no matter how you look at it.
In a world of constant change, there is one certainty: the financial strength of the rock. The Prudential Rock Solid.
Hitachi? They make, actually, I'm kind of busy right now working on a big project.
Hitachi makes computer systems and 20,000 other intelligent products. Hitachi.
There's one battery that backs you with free jumpstart service anywhere, for any reason. Die Hard.
Can't believe I left my lights on.
Sears Die Hard. The battery you can count on to give you more power when you need it most. Action.
Good morning. What's so good about a McDonald's breakfast? The hot food, the hot coffee.
You don't have to cook it. You know when you see me, you're going to get a big smile. This is a great cup of coffee.
What you want is what you get.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the
listen to her. She knows her stuff here.
It was just a couple of years ago, the 1990 game. 4th down and 7 for Texas with 1:50 to go in the game. Peter Gardere, a 16-yard touchdown pass to Keith Cash. Texas won 14-13, the second time in 2 years that Gardere had thrown a winning touchdown pass with less than 2 minutes to play. The Longhorns found a way to win 2 years ago, and Gardere, remember, has a chance to be the only quarterback ever to win 4 consecutive games for Texas against Oklahoma. Not many players have won 4 as quarterback for any school against any other school. Another squib kick by Soretti, picked up by Oklahoma's John Anderson. And a reminder, yet another doubleheader for you next Saturday here on ABC. At noon Eastern Time, Penn State and Boston College. Or you'll see Auburn and Florida. At noon Pacific, it's UCLA, Washington State. And then at 3:30 Eastern Time, Tennessee, Alabama. In the Midwest, you'll see Michigan against Indiana. Or at 3:30 Pacific Time, California and USC. Doubleheader action next Saturday. Check your local listings. And remember, a game that may not be in your area may be also available pay-per-view. All your local cable companies. 1st and 10 Sooners. Incomplete, intended for Corey Warren, but a little bit overthrown, and Joey Ellis, who has been with Warren all afternoon, had the coverage. And Coach, I think the Texas defense has played better than you thought they could.
I think they played tremendously well, and I think the reason is that veteran secondary are playing these receivers close. And Gundy's not having as many open, and the surprising thing is not so much that they're covering him, but they're getting some pressure on him too.
It is 2nd down and 10. Oklahoma at their own 36. Gundy forced out again and run out of bounds after a gain of about 8 yards at the Oklahoma 44. Robert Reed, number 40, chasing him to the far sideline. Reed, a redshirt freshman out of Converse, Texas, 6'2", 220. And boy, there's a lot of youth out there to go with that experienced secondary, because the rest of the team's got a lot of kids.
Both teams are relatively young. There aren't a lot of veterans. Both programs really are trying to, I hate to say this for Texas, Oklahoma will rebuild.
It's really true. 3rd down and 2. Duell Brewer breaking free. Inside the Texas 30, run down by Lance Gunn. And the first real big running play for the Sooners this afternoon.
I hear they got some blocking up front. You can see they took the man in and cleared that thing out with the lead back. There's the biggest hole you ever saw in there. A missed tackle, and he's off to the races. That play may ignite this offense. If they can get this drive in the end zone, this is still a ball game.
The Sooners need to score. Duell Brewer out of Lawton, Oklahoma, with a 27-yard run. 3 wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield as Rashid goes in motion. Gundy didn't stay back there very long, and he gets 8 more as he dances out, maybe 9, down to the 20. We're at the Cotton Bowl, and this game has been played in this stadium since 1937. Steve Zabriskie and Bo Schembechler with you for the annual Texas-Oklahoma game, the 87th meeting of a game that began in 1900. And as Texas has been able to do for the last 3 years in a row, the Longhorns here for the 4th year in a row have the lead, 27-10. 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. But Oklahoma driving. It is 2nd and 1 at the Texas 20. Rashid jammed up and stopped for no gain. Norman Watkins and Anthony Curl combining on the stop. And when you can stop that 240-pounder, you're doing a good job.
It's hard to wrap a fullback that size. And usually when they get jammed like that, he's had the ability to spin off because he's a very nifty 245-pounder.
Gary Gibbs has not yet beaten Texas as the coach of Oklahoma. He never lost to Oklahoma when he was a player for Barry Switzer back in the 70s. Timeout now called on 3rd and 1 at the 20. The Sooners want to talk it over as Gundy didn't like what he saw. This is what Oklahoma needs to do, though, Bo. They've been able to move the ball really for the first time here in the second half.
That's true, and of course they had the big running play where they blocked it extremely well, and I think they'll probably start to mix that up a little bit in there. The last play where he put the last remaining back in motion, I think was a quarterback draw, and it was jammed up inside, and he broke it outside to get it down within 1 yard of a first down. Now, this drive is key, I would think.
If you were there with the headset on talking to Cale Gundy, what would you be saying right now?
I would tell him right now, we have 2 chances to get a first down here, and that is our primary goal. We must score on this drive, but the key thing right now is to get a first down and keep the drive going.
Not only are we in 4-down territory, you might say, but it's a 4-down situation. What kind of play would you be looking for?
Well, I'm going to give the ball to the fullback here the first time. Even though he got stopped the last time, I'm going to give the ball to Rashid. I'm going to try to get the first down. If I don't get it here, I'm going to do it again until I do get it. And I'm not interested in the field goal either.
Field goal won't help them much. Oklahoma down by 17 late in the third quarter. They give it on a lead play to Duo. He stopped short of the first down. What a hit by Tubbs. Winfred Tubbs filling the hole, and it'll be 4th down and 1.
Here's the play. Tubbs is the middle linebacker. They pulled the guard who turns up, should have blocked Tubbs. Tubbs came in there unmolested, took him right up high, which you would have to do to take him back. And Tubbs, being 6'4", is a strong guy that can knock a ball carrier back.
It is 4th down. Still 1 full yard to go. Rashid. It's going to be close. I think he's got more than enough, however, as they unpile. Rashid, with second effort in the grasp of Anthony Curl, has the first down for Oklahoma.
It doesn't look good, but it got the job done. It took 2 smashes to get it, but they got the first down. That's key. Now, Gibbs is in a position to do whatever he wants. He wants to throw on first down, fine.
Oklahoma 1st and 10 now at the 18 of Texas. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Plenty of time left for the Sooners, but they do trail by 17 points. 3 wideouts to the right. Gundy looking that way. Intercepted! Picked off by Tubbs! The Texas defense rises again.
Comes back to throw. Tubbs is the middle linebacker, just flows over. It was man-to-man coverage all the way. Tubbs was free to flow with the ball. He read Gundy's eyes, and he didn't put much on that ball. He laid it up in the air, hoping the guy would run under, and the guy who ran under it was the middle linebacker.
That is the 3rd turnover for Oklahoma, and the Longhorns go back on offense. Curtis Jackson cutting it back and getting out to about the 26. Tackled by Trey Tippins, number 88.
This Curtis Jackson is a good young back, and he hasn't been featured in a ball game this year up until today, and he's responded extremely well.
Oklahoma's defense, Bo, which you think highly of, and most people do, came into this game 3rd ranked in the nation, giving up 215 yards per game. Texas right now has gained 404 yards, and we're still in the third quarter. Gundy moved before the snap. Or Gardere, I should say, moved before the snap. And I believe we're going to have the illegal procedure against Texas. That is it.
He's 2nd and 11 now. He did that a little bit on that touchdown to McLemore.
That's why we thought it was coming back. But no. Brent Beecham signaling in the plays. Beecham is a senior, so his chances of playing quarterback much are going bye-bye with Gardere and his tremendous success against Oklahoma. Even when he has not had success elsewhere during a season in his 4 years here at Texas, Peter Gardere has somehow figured in a Texas win against Oklahoma. Can he do it for the 4th consecutive time? 2nd and 11, and the ball knocked in the air. Aubrey Beavers